Hello, everybody, and welcome to Behind the Curtain. This is week 2, I guess episode 2 or whatever of this, weekly series where I go ahead and talk about my past week and a running theme and topic that was going throughout it. And boy, we got an interesting one. Well, this week has been a. I mean, we should probably start on. I'm a weird person, right? I started this series on a Friday, so that means like week-wise, I'm actually like filling you in from like Saturday to Friday, which is a really weird way to do it, but I guess that's what we're doing. But yeah, so I guess the weekend, we just say that it was about the same as always. If you didn't know, I go out with my family usually during the weekends, so yeah, we go out during the weekend, all the typical stuff, go out shopping and spend the night on games, those video games, I'm talking about. And then we hit the week, and we're basically back at the same point that I've been at that I told you about last week, where searching jobs, procrastinating, searching jobs, all that good old stuff, and then that's kind of it for that. But this week, other than the relentless job search and me procrastinating getting jobs still, something different happened. It's been the term I'm looking for isn't special occasion, because I really would not class it as that at all. But it has been a important week in my life. Basically, this week marks, I'm almost an idiot, a year since a pretty bad relationship issue breakup that I had. And as I'm a human, that kind of gets in your head, and it kind of clouds the whole week over, which is it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. But yeah, so today, that's kind of the running theme of this week, and it's a thing I kind of wanted to talk about more. It was a thing that was on my mind, obviously. So yeah, I did say this series would get pretty personal, but I bet you didn't expect me to get to this point. Because yeah, that is what we're doing. We're talking about relationships and bad experiences today, chat. What can I say? Chat? That's the live stream in me. Anyway, yeah, so today, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to omit a decent amount of details, but long story short, this time last year, I was in a relationship, and it ended on good terms, in quotations, and yeah, I'm the kind of person who would be like, yeah, I understand, and then like I'll go and like suffer in silence on my own. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. And yeah, we broke up, and it's weird for me, right? It was like my first kind of proper sort of relationship thing, so it was a bit of a weird one. And what the hell's going on there? Let me do I do this? Yeah, there we go. And it was very special, If you didn't know, I struggle a lot with self-confidence, all that fun old stuff. So the concept of a relationship and the whole, somebody could be with anybody and they're with you, like that helped me a lot. I was like, man, I'm on cloud 9 right now. But anyway, time happens, and we reach a point where we break up, and yeah, I don't take it very well. And if I'm honest, this has kind of been a thing this whole last year of I feel like it put into, this is a coincidence, right? But it like put into motion like a chain of events where like things in my life have just not been great this past year. But it is what it is, we keep on surviving, we keep fighting because we have to. And I guess that is the theme of this week more so, is repairing what is broken. And you're probably wondering, like, what do I mean by that? Basically, in life, like the series, the situation I'm talking about, we go through things, we experience things that break us, right? We go through things that hurt, we go through things that break us, we go through a variety of different things that do different things. But specifically, I'm talking today about the deeper cuts, There's two different types of, I guess, damage. You got your typical, let's say you're riding a bike and you fall off the bike, and then like, oh, you've grazed your leg or you've cut your leg. It's like, it is what it is. You'll heal in like a week, and then that's done with, But then you've also got the scars, which, you know, they're deep cuts, which they never truly heal, you know? Like, sure, they're no longer in as in as bad of a state. Oh, I'm such an idiot. As they were, but you know, you'll never truly heal from them, you know? Like, the scars, they're there forever. They're gonna be there, and you just kind of have to live with them. And I wanted to talk how we kind of move on past our scars or the big sort of problems like that. And to do so, I wanted to talk about a really interesting topic, which I actually forgot to look up specifics of before recording this. So let's quick look this up right now. Because I know the brief bit of it, which I think is really interesting, but I should probably know a few more important facts about it before I like try and I guess teach you guys about it. But yeah, today we're talking about fixing what's broken, right? And a heavy thing that ties into that is the art of kintsugi. I hope I'm saying that right. I could be saying it wrong, but it's spelled KINTSUGI. And you've probably not heard of it. The reason why I've heard of it is it's had a bit of a recent like adaptation in two big pieces of like media. If you guys have watched the Loki series, or if you guys have watched Ahsoka, it features kind of heavily in that. And it's a really, really cool, interesting concept. It's basically a very old like Japanese art about fixing broken pottery. So you can already see the link, right, guys? They're like, oh, okay, I see what he's going for here. I see. But let's go into it. But before we do that, I'm gonna tell you when I was younger, one of my favorite like sayings ever. I guess not sayings, but like like something that you hear that's like pretty deep, and you're there like, oh wait, this goes hard. I'm gonna talk to you guys about that. So basically, one of the favorite things ever when I was younger was take a plate right now. Like, let's say you go to the kitchen right now, you pick up a plate, and then I tell you to drop it. Right, you drop the plate. It's a plate, so it's gonna break. Unless you want to be like, well, actually, the plate is like made of this. Well, no, right. For the purposes of what I'm saying, I ask you to take a plate and you drop it on the floor. It breaks. Now, this is where we get to the fun old part. This is the part that the young me was like loving. I like lived by this because I was pretty lonely as a kid. But yeah. So now that it's on the floor, it's broken. It's got cracks in a few different places. It's no longer functioning as a plate like it was. So now, say sorry to it, right? Now, as you can probably tell, the plate ain't fixing. The plate ain't fixing. You sitting there and saying sorry to a plate, that's not gonna fix it, bro. That's not. That plate is finished. Well, it's not finished, but like, there's so many cracks. You don't know what to do about it. Yeah, you can go, grab some glue. You can try and glue back together, try and put it back into place. But it's never going to truly be the same, right? You're never going to truly fix what was wrong with the plate, right? Even if you glue it back together, those cracks will still be there in some way. There'll still be little tiny cracks you can still see. And the most importantly, the plate will still be fragile where the cracks were. You're just hiding the damage. You're not fixing the damage, you're hiding it. Because it's still there. Like maybe the plate will function like it was meant to again, but the damage will always be a part of that plate, right? So now let's talk about the art of kintsugi, right? So the art of kintsugi is similar to this plate fiasco we've got going on. It's about how they fix areas of breakage of broken pottery. All right, so this, we tie it to plates. This pottery, and the way they do it is they let me look up the specifics here, because I don't know to butcher this. I don't actually know how to say that. They fix it with a thing called urushi lacquer, I want to say, which is it's basically a type of resin. They fix it with a type of resin, but they don't just fix it with this type of resin, right? Because they want to actually fix the plate. They want to make it stronger. So they traditionally, the one I'm talking about right now is they mix it with gold. They mix this resin with gold, and then Once they've done that, they put it and apply it to the cracks of the plate to fix the plate. Now you're probably wondering, how does, what does that look like, right? Surely that, you're not really fixing the plate, because now there's just a random ass, like, thing just, like, there, right? There's just a random pit of gold just chilling there. And you're right, there's a random bit of gold there. But that gold now, in turn, actually makes the plate stronger. And that's what this whole concept is about. It's about taking bad things that happen, any issues, any things that you go through, taking those things and becoming stronger, fixing them, and then becoming stronger because of them. Not shying away from the bad things that have happened, but improving and fixing because of it. And that's what it's all about, You take what was a normal plate, and now it's got a crack in it. That sucks, Now the plate can't be the same. Sure, you can glue it together, but it's never going to be the same. It's still going to be weak in those areas, You could pry at those exact same points that made the plate shatter in the first place, and it'll shatter again. This time, even worse. But with kintsugi, I keep still saying it wrong. That's not going to happen, because you take the problem, you take the bad thing that happened, and you learn from it. That's how we apply it, right? This bad thing this relationship thing that happened. I take it, I look at it, I'm like, man, that was awful. I never want to go through that ever again. But I acknowledge that pain, and I accept it, and I grow stronger because of it. I put that gold in place. We all have things that happen. We all have that suck, that make you reevaluate every single little thing you're doing, make you hate everything. We all have them. It's human nature. Like, it's that it just happens like that, right? But the thing that we can do is just try and be strong from it, Like, we can take things as, a lesson, a learning curve, so that we won't make those mistakes again, and so that we won't have that pain again. For the longest time, I tried to live and was like, man, I sure hope that I won't go through everything that normal people, well, not normal people, but like everything that people tell me about all the time, all that pain and stuff like that. I hope I won't go through all those similar things like everybody else. The reality is everybody has it. Everybody has it in some way or another. It will manifest in some way. You will go through similar hardships as other people. Obviously, that doesn't devalue the things that you go through, but that is kind of just how it is. And that is what the art of kintsugi is all about. It's all about, no matter what the things that we go through are, getting through them to the other side and being stronger because of it. And that's why it's such an amazing concept. And it is fantastic. I mean, when I first found out about it like a couple of years ago, I was like, oh man, this is a really cool design. And then you learn about why it's designed the way it is, and it becomes even cooler, right? So it's like, I linked this into the breakup, obviously, It's bad, and it's left a mark. Obviously, it's left a mark. But I could either just sit there and let the mark just, scar and leave that scar there for the rest of my life, or I can try and fix it. I can try and make myself stronger, and no longer the scar's marked with just a scar. It's now marked with gold. It's now an area I'm proud of. I'm now showing off something that I'm proud of, and that's the important part. That's the part that people will forever care about. Well, that is cringe. So yeah, that's kind of the main thing I wanted to talk about this week. Like I was saying, the big good old room for relationships and repairing what is broken, and how exactly we should do that, and all that good old stuff. This guy is chasing me till the ends of the earth. I haven't crafted my arrows. That's not good. That's really not good. Or a bucket either, for that matter. I'm a stupid guy who's been sat here. Goddamn. Not even doing stuff properly. I'm an idiot. Wait, I'm gonna clutch this. For the video. Bro, this is actually against the rules. That's fully against the rules. That's crazy. Nah, let's just fight him anyway. Oh. For the video. For the serious story talk. Go. No! This is meant to be a part of the video. I'm not meant to be actually fighting right now. Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Yes! For the video! Let's go! Ah! No! No! What is that? He's got his hand! What is that? Well, I got my one. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about this week. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really, really do appreciate it. And hopefully, tell me about your stories, your thoughts on everything I've said today in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all next week for, I don't know what I'll talk about next week, but I'm sure I'll get there. See you next time, guys.